What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Cobra Kai is back. Let's go. Last season, part 2, episode number 6. Real quick, if I sound a little off or look a little off, it's because I am a little off. I do not feel good. I've kind of been sick all week, but nothing was going to stop me from sitting down, watching one of my favorite shows return. Show's been amazing. The season's been really interesting so far, especially with the way they're breaking it up into 3 parts.
Very interesting.
But the whole first season was building to the Sekai Taikai, and everybody made it to Barcelona. Teams picked. Mike Barnes came in to help Daniel and Johnny to select Miyagi-Do's team.
Mike Barnes.
They have their squad, and some really tough stuff went down with Tori because her mom passed away.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate.
She was on the Miyagi-Do team, and then her and Sam were gonna fight for captain spots, and then the fight stopped when they realized what was going on because she was obviously very emotional.
Yeah, Tori needs some help, like some mental health help, because there's way too much stuff going on for her to be able to focus and get what she needs done.
For sure. So the fight stopped. She got upset. Johnny got upset, kind of compared it to a situation he dealt with in the past, using the karate to work through it. And I mean, it's a really tough spot to be in. I just couldn't imagine being in that spot to make that decision for her. But they decided to end the fight. She got all defensive because they're like, oh, you're protecting your own daughter. You want Sam to be the captain and all this. Pushes her away. She ends up joining back up with Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And so when they announced this, they said 6 members per team. And Miyagi-Do's got their 6. Miguel, Robbie, Sam, Hawk, Dimitri, Devin, and Cobra Kai. We're going to make little quick predictions here, but they got Quan, who might be the most badass of, at least between the, obviously we haven't seen everybody who's competing in this.
Right.
But we got a taste of Quan, and he's total badass.
Yes.
And he's their team captain. But they only had 4, and that was including Tori. And there was a situation as they were trying to determine, they were having a little competition to figure out who were going to be the last couple spots for Miyagi-Do. And Devin put some stuff in Kenny's drink, made him shit himself, really bad look. He kind of ran off. I'm wondering if him and his brother, I feel like those are the obvious 2 choices to fill out their 6.
Yeah.
I got the impression you needed 6. I don't know if you could show it with 4, but I'm getting the impression that it's going to be kind of one of those last minute, oh, Kenny's going to join up. Because, I mean,
it makes sense.
Kenny was Cobra Kai for a long time, so him and his brother would fill out that team. It would make for an interesting story, obviously. And probably one of the biggest aspects of this first part of the last season is this whole Miyagi storyline. Daniel found this box of goodies, this article talking about assault and robbery and all these things. And then he ended up finding the Sekai Taikai team captain headband with blood on it. And it's just one of those things where initially I hated the idea of any of the storyline playing out. Right. But again, I'm the type of person who's going to let the storyline play out all the way before I have a final verdict on what I think. I'm going to share my opinion in the moment, of course. But it's one of those things, gotta let it play out, gotta see where it goes, gotta get the whole story, figure out what's going on here, because the idea that Miyagi would be a captain in a tournament like this, I know Barnes, when he was kind of giving the pep talk about the tournament, talked about people dying. So Miyagi was always like, oh, I never fought in tournament, I always fought for life or death. So like, that could easily be translated as the Sekai Taikai if people died back then, and the fact that there's blood all over that headband could be his, could be someone else's, who knows? But there's a lot of storylines playing out. Johnny and Daniel are not happy with each other right now. The whole Tori situation kind of brought up some tension, and then Johnny mentioned Miyagi's mystery box and he called him a fraud, and then Daniel punched him, and Johnny's like, once this is all over, once we win, we're done. So basically this is going to be the last hurrah for the both of them, and Daniel already kind of acknowledged that this was going to be his last karate thing.
Yeah.
He was going to retire off of this. So a lot of really interesting storylines playing out. Quick prediction, who wins the Sekai Taikai? I'm going with Cobra Kai. I think someone on Cobra Kai side wins.
I actually wanted, well, I didn't think that you were going to say that, but I was going to say Cobra Kai because that would mix up the story and then prepare you for the last segment of this season.
Yeah, I don't think you could, I don't think based off of the Karate Kid, you could really think logically in terms of, oh, well, this team has the best fighter, because I'm like, Kwan's the best fighter. I don't think anyone on Miyagi-Do could beat him. But it's more than just fighting. There's a bunch of events that
there's heart.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that's going into all this. But I feel like the show is called Cobra Kai. And if you think there was a happy ending, I don't think you've been paying attention.
Cobra Kai never dies.
Yes. So that's kind of my mentality on this.
I think that's a Sandlot.
I think it's going to create tension within Miyagi-Do if they don't succeed and win this whole thing. And with Tori being on that side, I think it opens the door for, Cobra Kai to take this thing and, just keep Kreese going as the bad guy. But here we go, part 2 of the final season. You ready for it?
Yes.
Let's go.
Get right into it.
Welcome, competitors, sensei, sponsors, and esteemed guests to Barcelona, this year's home of the world's greatest karate tournament, the Sekai Taikai. Captains, step forward and tie on your headbands.
Don't mess up the do.
Captains, you will have the honor and privilege to compete in our televised Tournament of Champions, only if your dojo does well enough in our team competitions. Once the tournament is over, we will then tally all the points your dojos have earned. The dojo with the most points wins the Sekai Taikai. Team events begin tomorrow.
Did you know?
Each event counts. But today it's about enjoying our host city and making new friends or enemies.
Okay.
Good luck and welcome to the Sekai Taikai!
Let's go.
I feel bad for Tori, man. Can she catch a break?
What a shit show this is, man. You know, Tori's here because of you.
Wait a second. After what we just saw, you're coming after me? Tori's mother just died, and you still wanted her to fight. All you did was feed into her anger. No wonder why she went back to Kreese.
Mark my words, Kreese is a dead man.
You know what? If you pull your typical crap here, we are gonna get kicked out. You hear me? Cobra Kai is one dojo out of 16. It's not us against them anymore. Kreese gets in our head, we've already lost.
We're not losing. Taking him out of commission.
Okay.
We're in this thing together.
No, we're here next to each other, not together.
Damn.
That doesn't sound good.
So you are the famous Miyagi-Do. We have heard about you, but I do not know why. You do not look like much.
You'll see a lot better when you step on the mat tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Come on, guys.
I love that Hawk's wearing like the red old school. It could almost be the Cobra Kai jacket.
Yeah, it's like a members only jacket. Oh my God.
I like Quan.
Get moving. The buses are leaving.
I'm not here for a field trip.
Your team is waiting.
Yeah, I'm not here for them either.
Let me be clear. I did not want you on this team, and I still don't.
Oh shit.
I saw your potential right away, but I also saw that you're a rat, whining and distracted by split loyalties, the boyfriend.
And by you breaking my hand?
You broke your own hand.
Oh Jesus.
I only took the captain's spot so I can be the last one fighting.
And you'll be the last one losing.
Dang.
I know you're struggling, but you made the right decision. You will make your mother proud.
I hope so.
I know so. You know, you don't have to like your team. Sometimes we have to play nice to get what we want.
Ain't that the damn truth? Wow, agreeing with something Kreese says.
Yeah, you're not always going to like your teammates. You're not always going to like your coaches. Sometimes you just got to play.
I was my sensei's first student, and it's been my life's honor to spread his teachings to the next generation.
Rude.
Hey, man, one per customer. Took the last 2 steaks.
One is for a friend, but even if it weren't, I'm entitled to enjoy as many pieces as I like.
Yeah? Well, maybe I'm entitled to stop you.
Okay, literally stop.
What happened to literally everything we talked about? Guy's probably a sponsor.
Guy's a steak stealer.
So let him steal the steak.
You have to watch him like a toddler.
Basically. I mean, it's not like they weren't going to cut up more steak and put it out. Jeez.
Do you have any idea how old this is?
Based on the design, it appears to be 1950s era, maybe even 1940s.
Where did you acquire this, Sensei Loguso? These captain bands don't exactly pop up on eBay.
It belonged to my sensei.
Must be quite a story.
Sure it is.
Can we find out that story, please?
Okay, Johnny.
This thing's made of.
Yes, those are acrylic.
They don't hurt that bad. Might want to go back to the lab on these. These are models. We got way better looking kids in my dojo.
The sponsorship opportunities of champions.
Oh yeah, what is that? $50 a day, opportunity to do some skin flex.
Whoa!
No, but what I mean is the best performing dojos and champions are ones that...
What are you talking about, Johnny?
Right? He's talking about like sex trafficking. Jesus.
Fine craftsmanship here.
Be careful, that point is very sharp.
Oh, don't worry. I know how to handle a blade. I keep my own.
Oh my god! I don't know. That just seems like real sus. She's like, here, look at my knife.
Well, I think most people would rather be holding the knife.
It's not about the weapon. It's about who's using it, right?
Oh my god, these two.
And look at that. I gotta look at the time. I gotta
Yeah.
go. It's time
Booth
to close
closed.
out. Yeah,
I'm
thank you so
out.
much.
I made my decision.
You could have at least told me you were gonna do this.
I wanted to, but you would have talked me out of it.
So when Chris came to you, this is what it was about. He's using you.
You seem to remember he helped you when you had no other options.
Okay, but you have options.
You can't honestly tell me I would have gotten a fair shake at Miyagi-Do.
That is not true.
I am so sorry about your mom.
You said we'd stick together.
We shouldn't talk about this now.
Drama.
No one beats a man. Team USA. Everyone knows America is best at everything. USA. USA. USA.
Quan is such a punk, and I love every second of it. He's a great heel. He's doing a great job.
So this really is a mystery then? He never talked to you about it?
No, never.
Is this blood?
Just talking about blood, just touching it, and
There's one man who might know something about this.
oh god, here we
course
go.
there
Master
is.
Serrano.
Is he even still alive?
He stopped coming to the tournaments a few years back, but he's still with us. I can try and get in touch, maybe get a number.
Now I'm going to show you what the true definition of no mercy is.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what if I tell everyone about your little prison escape?
All the charges were dropped. I mean, who would go against a veteran with PTSD? Innocent of the crime for which he was convicted. And then he had to escape to save his life.
Oh my god, Crease.
We don't need to do this anymore, all right? We all have too much at stake here.
On the contrary, some of us have nothing to lose. But not you, LaRusso. You've got a lot to lose. You've got a lot that could be taken away from you.
All right, Jesus.
All right, back off.
Hands off of me.
Oh.
Has he been drinking?
I am with Miyagi-Do. Miyagi-Do, karate.
He's been drinking.
Yes. I thought he was going back to Okinawa.
Something happened. Something definitely happened.
Come on, guys, we're leaving.
You always walk away from challenging?
Oh god.
Or is it because girlfriend is on our team?
Robbie. Hey, you got this. Show him what's up.
Hell yeah, Hawk. He ain't backing down from a challenge.
You kick, and I kick. You win, you get to my room. I win, I get your room.
You're on.
I feel like this is gonna go badly.
Jeez. This takes me back to Karate Kid 2 and the ice.
I'm not gonna say that I'm sorry. I didn't want things to be like this.
I don't know what it's like to lose a parent. I know you made your decision under pressure. Honestly, the only reason I'm so hurt is because I thought we were friends. I would have helped you. I just wish you would have come to me, or to Robbie even.
I went to Robbie when Kreese first came to me, but I had to make this decision on my own.
Did Kreese kill her mom? Did we talk about that at the end of the part 1?
Just know that when we meet on the mat, I won't hesitate.
Maybe it won't come to that.
It will.
Was that a theory that anyone threw around? Because, like, her mom was doing better. And, like...
I don't know. I think that's a little
The
reach.
meeting happened with Kreese, and then, like, her mom is found dead, like...
I feel like we're gonna lose a room right now.
Got this.
I don't think you got this.
I got this.
A perfect line. Perfect.
Impressive.
We're gonna lose.
Even
a room.
Quan looked impressed.
I know, but we're gonna lose.
I mean, Kwan's a friggin' beast.
Exactly.
And he knows it.
Yeah, which is why we're gonna lose a fucking room right now.
No way.
Yes, way. You could have seen that coming from a mile away.
Don't worry. I leave your bags in the hall.
Brutal. Now you have nowhere to sleep.
Chosen, what happened? Where you been and why are you drinking so much?
I went to Okinawa.
Oh, he did go. Okay. Oh, what?
Kumiko. I see. Town man.
Shower, kana? ちょっと見に行ってきて。
いや、大丈夫だ。Shower man, huh?
It's all a big misunderstanding.
I bought flour. I bought. That's a flower.
Oh no.
Oh my god, embarrassing. Don't drink, kids, don't drink.
I mean, if you can control yourself, go ahead.
I think perhaps it's time to leave.
It's like Cobra Kai's looking like the positive, controlled.
You knew Kreese came to Tori.
What?
Uh-oh.
I mean, I knew that Kreese went to Tori, yeah, but it was before her mom died, and he was trashing Miyagi-Do, saying she wasn't gonna have a fair shot. She told him to get lost.
This is what Kreese does. He played her. And he played you.
Of course, there's drama with the kids.
Figured this might be a better time to talk.
Actually, I don't know if it is. Only making things worse for you.
It's all right.
No, it's not. I think we should just focus on karate while we're here.
What does that mean?
What's best for us is what's best for our teams.
So this is a breakup?
No.
It is, but yeah, we're breaking up.
Robbie, I want to see you on that podium next to me, just like we said.
They're not there forever.
But you don't trust Sam, you don't trust her senseis, you don't trust me, you don't trust anyone but yourself.
You can't really. I mean, like, the way Tori grew up, like, you can't trust anybody but yourself.
Tomorrow.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's a really tough spot. But I got the impression that Tori's like, let's just focus, like, keep the personal stuff out of this for now. Focus on the karate stuff, and then when we get home, we'll go back to normal.
They're not gonna be in normal, though.
Well, if you let there not be.
Yeah.
We told you how important your captains will be, so let's see how well you protect them.
They're not gonna protect Robbie. Those fuckers.
If you hit the mat, you're out. If one of your captains hit the mat, your entire team is out.
Oh.
Group A, you're up.
Of course, Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai are matched up.
Taking Miyagi-Do first, their weakest. Let them come to us. Then we fight the other Dojang.
That won't work. I know them. They're going to protect the egg. We need to attack, break their front line, and get to the captains.
Be quiet. Okay, you just stay out of the way and don't fall down.
Oh, jeez.
Protect the egg. We need to make sure that Sam and Robbie are safe. I can be on the front line. No. You just stay back and stay focused. Why wouldn't I be focused? You did leave the hotel room last night.
Oh.
God, everybody, like, watching everything you do.
Give them no choice but to follow you.
It's all yours.
No one could ever count us out. We do it for each other.
Wipe the smirks off their ugly faces.
That sounds like you, Coach. Damn, alright. Shit, Tori.
So I guess Cobra Kai has their 6, and it wasn't going to be Kenny. This is pretty wild.
This is a free-for-all.
Oh no! Nice. Right off the bat, we're getting it. Ooh, she attacked too. Nice, Miguel. Dude, I love Quan's swagger. Like, he's like one of those heels that you're like, yeah, let's see more of this dude. He's got skill. Focus! Oh. Oh no!
Oh shit.
Miyagi-Do is out.
Not good, guys. He lost focus.
Only Cobra Kai and the Iron Dragons remain alive.
Oh.
Those look like grown-ass men!
Seriously.
I thought we were supposed to be kids.
Especially their captain. Dude's like 6'6". What the hell? This is an interesting strategy.
That man is grown. He has a wife and kids. And he owns a house that he just refied. He's not in high school or college.
Oh shit. What was the name of this team?
Dragon something?
Iron Dragons or something? What is that what it was? Damn.
The Iron Dragons win.
Wow, Iron Dragons. They came to fight. It's like the valet anymore, kids. This is the world Sekai Taikai tournament.
Oh shit, welcome to Barcelona, bitch. Alright.
Oh.
Ew, 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 don't love that. That gave me a creepy feeling. I don't love that.
Johnny's like, that's the guy who stole my steak.
Yeah, it's all about the fucking steak.
Oh man, what a good first episode. Aw, Chad McQueen. Yes, he died between seasons.
That's so sad.
Shout out to Dutch, one of the best side characters in all of Karate Kid. I loved his character so much. So cool.
That's right.
I've been literally begging for him to make an appearance in this show.
Literally talks about Dutch the entire freaking time we've been watching the show.
I mean, he was basically the last piece of like the Karate Kid puzzle in terms of like cameos.
I know you were hoping that like Dutch ended up being Tori's dad or something.
I mean, it fit. The personalities match up, but you know, I guess he just didn't want to be a part of it. He was busy doing his race car driving, I believe, is what he was doing. I don't know. I don't know if that's how he passed, but I know that's what
so sad.
He was keeping busy with. Right. I mean, I know the name McQueen from like I think it's F1 maybe. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, shout out to Dutch because I thought he was awesome. But good start. At least they didn't set the tone that like Cobra Kai is the top dog.
Oh right.
This iron. What was it called?
Iron Dragon.
Iron Dragon team.
Iron Dragon.
I mean, they look badass. And the fact that their like whole team was still there.
Yeah.
And they voluntarily took a knee to like knock themselves out so that the two captains could just show everybody, hey, we're the best. That was pretty awesome.
Were they the best of the best of the best,
Yes.
sir?
The best around. The better one would have been you're the best around. That would have been the better one.
Missed opportunity. Edit that out. They're the best around.
Best around.
Oh my God.
Never gonna.
All right.
So I thought that was an interesting aspect of it because
Also, I wanted to say I'm like really happy that they didn't like we all hate Tori now. Like no, they want to be understanding. They want to love on her.
They care about her.
They care. Yeah.
I mean, her situation is so brutal. The fact that like her mom passes and then she has that really emotional moment with the team and like the fight between Daniel and Johnny about like letting her continue or not, and then her kind of just taking off. It's just, I mentioned the whole Kreese thing about her mom because the timing was just too perfect. Everything lined up way too well. And the fact that that whole episode, I believe, obviously it's been a minute since we watched that episode. I feel like her mom was doing better. I thought that was the whole point of the conversation was Tori and the doctor having a talk, like, oh, being able to like lower her medication. She's getting better. Things are going well.
That would be real shit.
And then she dies. Like, I wouldn't put it past Kreese to kill her mom to, like, sway her to their team. I wouldn't put that past him at all. But, I mean, we'll see where that goes. And the fact that they even kind of, like, talked about the timeline of her death and her meeting Kreese, I felt like they did that for a reason. I don't know if it's just to swerve us to talk about that or what else, but Yeah, I thought that was a really cool start. This Iron Dragon team, again, legit. And Johnny already has a beef with their coach because we're sensei.
You took the steak. Also, I am hungry. That steak looked really good.
I mean, if there's 2 pieces left, I am 100% taking the last 2 pieces. Just throwing it out there. Without question.
I would leave a piece because I'm not rude motherfucker.
I would take the last 2 and then be like, hey, make sure you get some more out here so that you feed everybody.
No.
Don't make me look like a dick.
No, now
But
you're just a
those
dick.
pieces were little. It's not like you're getting a whole
I don't give
fillet
a
or
fuck.
something.
We're not at a fucking buffet. Well, we kind
I mean,
of are
it was a
at
buffet. Absolutely, it was.
But we're not like a... This is just not...
I'm a highly trained, very important athlete here, okay? I need more than 1 small piece of steak to fuel my system.
Then go elsewhere and get it.
All
I'm
right.
sure this food is being provided out of the kindness of their hearts.
Yeah, still. I'm sure there's more coming. But I really like that aspect of the story because they could have easily just made it like, oh, Cobra Kai's badass. They're the top dogs. They're the
No,
best.
they are not the top dogs.
So I think that's good that, I mean, I don't really love the idea of showing Cobra Kai a little bit of adversity just because there shouldn't be any moment or thought of like, oh, there's some sympathy here for them because Tori's on their side and this and that. But I think Quan does a good enough job of making the whole team look like an asshole. Plus they're led by, Kreese. Dude, he's really good.
The whole team look like an asshole.
He's got like a like he does a really good job of carrying his swag. Like he's got this swagger that he carries around, and he does a really good job. And he can back it up. I mean, not good enough to the point where 2 of them couldn't beat their other captain. That's pretty wild. But that dude looks huge. I definitely need a birth certificate check on him because there's no way he's of age. No way.
Can you tell we do tournaments with softball?
Yes.
We need an age check on
We
this
need birth
kid?
certificate, please.
Yeah.
I need to know what year he was born because I'm not buying it because he looks like he's in college.
No.
Or a full grown adult.
That's what I said. A grown adult with a family who has a house that he's already refied. So, like, some adult shit.
Yeah. That was pretty wild.
Just saying.
But I thought that was a good start. I thought it was very interesting.
401k, that motherfucker.
I thought that was a good start. I thought it was interesting. The Chosen storyline, I think is kind of interesting. Just the whole idea that there's this
misunderstanding.
Yeah, it keeps happening because it happened with the phone call and then it happened. Who knows who the hell that dude was who answered the door?
Maybe that's an Airbnb. Maybe Kumiko rents out the house while she's not there.
Or there's a bunch of other things that it could be that it's not related to them being together. But it's still an interesting and kind of funny. Like, you feel bad for Chosen, but he shows up all belligerent and screwing around and makes Miyagi-Do look bad. Obviously, the most interesting aspect of this whole season has been this whole Miyagi storyline. And Daniel brought his captain. Well, we don't know whose it is. We're assuming that it's Miyagi's. But brought his captain headband to the meeting. And they were like, oh my God, that's ancient. And
yeah, from the 40s or 50s.
There's someone who might have some information on it. Looks like we're going to be able to have a conversation with this person and maybe give us some info on what the hell went down. Was it Miyagi? Did he win? Was it someone else? Like, what's going on here? Because again, that's the biggest storyline in this whole show now, I feel like, because we're going down a road that could be dangerous. Talked about it last season. It's a very difficult thing to expand on someone's character when they're not with us anymore, like the actor, and the story could be challenging to tell. But again, it's never anything that I ever needed personally. I'm still going to hold out final verdict until they show us everything about the story. But it's going to be interesting to see where that all goes. I thought this first episode was good. Set a really good tone. There's obviously a lot of drama, a lot of tension, and we have more than Cobra Kai to deal with, which they're probably going to distract each other, it almost feels like. Cobra Kai is going to be too obsessed with Miyagi-Do, and Miyagi-Do is going to be too obsessed with Cobra Kai, and all these other teams are going to be like wiping the floor with them, kind of thing.
Put your focus elsewhere.
So they need Daniel to come in with one of his like motivational talks and calm them down and chill them out and get them back to focus, because there is bigger stuff here at play than just Cobra Kai versus Miyagi-Do. That was the whole point. They kept trying to talk about it, but they, obviously they got matched up in the first event, which kind of makes that difficult. But overall, good start.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, y'all. You guys leave your comments down below. I survived this episode without too bad of a moment. But yeah, you guys leave all those thoughts. We'll talk to you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.